Cancer, let's give the cards a shuffle and jump into love and see what's coming up for you, Cancer. What's going on in love for you? Okay, Two of Wands, Justice. You're going to have to cut the ties with someone here. Two of Wands. There's someone you're still hung up about. Could be an ex. Could be someone you're talking to currently. Because one of them can give you your happily ever after. You've got the Justice card, which is Libra. King of Swords can be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And then you've got lots of water energy. So fellow water sign maybe that you're choosing between. But from what the cards are telling me, it looks as though you might have to cut ties or finally justify something. But it's good. I think you're working through that devil energy. You have the Queen. I mean, I do feel like there's a water and air energy coming together. So you've got a water queen and an air king. So you might identify as the water, and then you've got an air sign. This is a powerful couple, okay? Powerful partnership. You've got the Two of Cups, often seen as twin flame, soulmate energy. Look at you, lovingly, adoringly looking at each other. Cancer, some of you are in for really romantic dates. Sexual chemistry, compatibility, that's coming up around you very strongly. And you deserve it. Okay, you've got the karmic laws of the universe, the Justice card. You deserve it. After a period of uncertainty, especially if you've had a lot of Seven of Chalices, you know, there's been ambiguity. You haven't been certain about where this relationship is going. There's been a lot of scattered emotions. Sometimes you feel like this can work. Other times you feel like it does not. I think you're leaving that behind. You really are. Because communication is going to improve, your closeness. So if you are meeting or traveling out to someone, that's definitely going to bring you closer together, and deservingly so, because some of you have a powerful new chapter in the form of the Ace, and it could be with someone foreign, okay? Two of Wands can indicate someone bilingual, exotic. If that's not the case, the Two of Wands can indicate you choosing between two different lovers. You know, you've got the Moon card here. And the Two of Wands is also choosing between your future. So the person you are choosing could very well be the person you end up with for a very, very long time. I like this because the cards indicate longevity. And I think one of these people is your twin flame. I think it's the one you've been having these devil moments with. Because you've been having these moments, yet you have this, and together that overrides this any day. And that's why I think with the Ace of Swords, you're so determined to work and make this connection work, despite how tough it has been. Your communication is improving, which is a good sign. See the King of Swords orchestrating these birds and butterflies. He's in control, okay? So yes, maybe there has been a bit of manipulation, but someone has control over the relationship. But I think they're doing it for good reasons, though. Unless it's like they're trying to manipulate you to be involved in an addiction or something, Cancer. I think for the most part, they want this relationship to work as well. And maybe, I mean, maybe it is too controlling. Maybe it's something you have to discuss with them. But the King of Swords is very honest and very forward. So I think if there's any time to make that discussion or to talk about these things, it would be now. It would be this month. So the channels of communication are improving. And that's further evidenced by the Six of Swords. Moving with the boat into clearer communication, more effective communication. So I like what that represents. And I mean, you do have the serpent that bites the finger, that bites the hand with the blade that cuts. So it really goes to show that karma is very much involved in this relationship, and you will see it evidenced not only on your side but theirs. There is someone who's thinking very much about you. You're a lot. They talk about you a lot to other people. They're on your mind, or I should say, sorry, you are on their mind a lot. But you're getting attached. You're not coming up as the King of Chalices, and that's okay. But the Queen is definitely on her way to falling very deeply. There, you look at this person and you say, wow, holy moly, I'm actually in love so deeply with this person, head over heels. I mean, this is fantastic. This is not everything. I mean, this is something not everyone finds in their lifetime, Cancer, and you have that opportunity with this person. I'm telling you, there's something really magnificent that can come from that. Let's move on though and have a look at your career, business, finance, etc. Let's see what's going on for you there, Cancer. What cards do we have? Okay, the Fool could be an Aries. 5 of Wands. 5 of Chalices. Okay, you're going to build something up, work towards it, and then lose it. Could be profits, properties, assets. You'll be entangled in tricky situations here. Be careful not to get yourself caught up or entangled with the wrong people. 5 of Wands, we see the skeletal figures here, trying to build something here. Be careful of contracts and things that you're entering into that aren't clear and concise, because the Judgment card can indicate law and legalities. And I sort of mentioned deception in the general reading, although I did think it was more to do with love. Maybe this is more to do with career, actually, because you have the Fool. The Fool is too trusting. The Fool is naive. It may be an Aries, I don't know. But the Fool, I mean, you've come up as the Moon here, so Cancer, be careful of the things you're getting involved with, or the people, because you'll get involved with people, but there's loss. 5 of Chalices is having to let something go, and you are chalices, you are water, so you'll have to let something go. And interestingly, it sits right below the 6 of Swords. And the Judgment card can be legalities, reviews, witnesses, discussions, criticism. You might face criticism for something that you do, for something that you partake in, but I sense it's with other people, and I'm sensing it's around a fire sign, because the Page of Wands, you can see this figure sort of wrapped up, because he's too trusting. He goes where it's a bit bold and daring, maybe where he's not allowed to go. Be careful you're not overstepping certain boundaries, Cancer. Maybe a part of you thinks you won't get caught, but I think there could be, you know, this sort of web that's tangled here. Be careful of that. 7 of Pentacles can be a learning curve, because we see growth. So I think a part of you is impatient to see the results that you've planted some time ago. You know, things that you've sort of put out there, and you're not seeing much progress, and you might lose patience, you might lose hope. But I do want to say the 5 of Wands can also be seen as competition. So you might have someone who's actually competing with you in the workplace, in the working realm. They're competing because they see your talent. They're copying you. Okay, there could be deception. There could be copying. You know, they're going to open up the door to that. You might not also get the feedback you so desire. But it's a learning curve. It's a learning curve. There's lessons entangled into this, Cancer, for you. And I think these lessons will come in handy. Time will tell. But I think there's something here about that. That number 5 and the Fool card, be careful who you're trusting. Or if you're putting money, investments, if you're putting something very valuable in another person's hands, be mindful of that. You might have to fight your way, claw your way out of that situation because of this. And that 7 of Pentacles came up twice here, so you need to contemplate things. You need to have patience for them to happen. Don't jump into anything willy-nilly. Patience is needed. The boat in the 6 of Swords is actually protection. So I'm not sure if this is insurance. I'm not sure if this is like copywriting, publishing, signing up to some agency that can protect you in case of emergencies, or in case something like this happens. That might be useful for you. I will leave your reading at that though, Cancer. So I do hope this has been helpful.